Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the circuit operation of single phase full wave controlled rectifier. In that, the fully controlled bridge configuration and the load is RL load with a freewheeling diode. Okay. So here it is the circuit diagram for the rectifier circuit. Okay. So Vs is the supply voltage. We are using the 4 thyristors. All the 4 are the controlled switches. Okay. So that's why it is a fully controlled configuration. And here we are using the load is RL, and here we have connected the freewheeling diode. Right. The diode is connected in anti-parallel or across the load. Okay. So Vs is equal to Vm into sine of omega t. Right. So when Vs is positive, the polarity will be plus here and minus here. Okay. So this is like a highest potential point, this is like a lowest potential point. Okay. So if you check, when Vs is positive, highest potential is appearing at the anode of thyristor T1, right, and lowest potential is appearing at the anode of thyristor T2, right. So the cathode of thyristor T2. So can we say that when Vs is positive, thyristor T1 and T2 will be in the forward bias mode. Okay. So here when Vs positive, we have applied the gate signal to the thyristor T1, T2. Similarly, when Vs negative, thyristor T3, T4 will be in the forward bias mode. Okay. So gate pulse will be applied to the thyristor T3 and T4. Okay. Next, so now we are going to discuss the circuit operation during different intervals. Okay. So let us consider for omega t is equal to 0 to alpha. For omega t is equal to 0 to alpha. Yes, for very first cycle. For very first cycle. Very first cycle means before that cycle the circuit was at the rest position. Okay, means the supply was not connected to the circuit. Okay, so here during 0 to alpha Vs is positive. Okay, so and we have not applied the gate signal to any of the thyristor. Okay, so it will be having like all the 4 switches will be in the off state. Okay, so they will be acting as an open circuit, right. Freewheeling diode, as the supply is not connected, right, so it will be in the blocking mode only, R L, right. This is V0, this is I0. Okay, this one is IFWD, right, and here supply voltage we are having. Supply current IS. Yes, voltage across thyristor T1 is VT1, voltage across T2 is VT2. Okay, RL, right. Next, so here if you check, the all the 4 switches will be in the off state, right. So when all the 4 switches will be in the off state, when all the 4 switches will be in the off state, okay, at that time what is, yes, at that time what is the current flowing through the circuit? So I0 is equal to 0 ampere. Okay, I0 is equal to 0 ampere, right. Thyristor T1, T2 will be in the forward blocking mode. Okay, whereas thyristor T3, T4, these two will be in the reverse blocking mode. Okay, so here supply voltage is Vs, right, plus here minus here, this voltage is Vs. Okay, so I0 is 0. What about the V0? V0 is also equal to 0 volt. V0 is equal to 0 volt. Next, what is IFWD? Freewheeling diode current IFWD is also equal to 0 ampere. IFWD is also equal to 0 ampere, right. Next, so if we apply KVL to this loop, right, KVL to this loop, right, Vs T1 load T2 and again back to the Vs. Yes, we can write Vt1 is equal to Vt2 is equal to what? Vs by 2. Vt1 is equal to Vt2 is equal to Vs by 2. Okay, so for omega t is equal to 0 to alpha, for omega t is equal to 0 to alpha. Okay, V0 is 0. I0 for very first cycle, for very first cycle I0 will be 0. For very first cycle I0 will be 0, right. Next, but for continuous cycle it will be a non-zero. Vt1 Vt2 is equal to Vs by 2. Okay, so Vs by 2, Vt1 Vt2 from 0 to alpha it is equal to Vs by 2. This is for continuous cycle as well as for very first cycle. Okay, Next, so here circuit was at the rest position, so current flowing through the inductor was 0 from 0 to alpha. Okay, means inductor has not stored the any energy during this interval. Okay, next let us discuss from alpha to pi what will happen. From omega t is equal to alpha to pi. Yes, so if you check from alpha to pi, T1, T2 will be in the on state. Okay, so freewheeling diode will be in the reverse bias mode because the highest potential will be appearing at the cathode of diode. Okay, so therefore freewheeling diode will be in the off state. Okay, next, so thyristor T1, T2 will be in the conduction mode. Current will be flowing from Vs, T1 load, T2 and again back to the Vs, right? So current will be flowing in this loop. Okay, next, so when current flows into this loop, then yes, can we say that is equal to I0? Is is equal to I0. Okay, but here before omega t is equal to alpha, right, current flowing through the inductor was 0, right? So even though the switches T1, T2 turns on, whether our inductor will allow the sudden change in the current? No, right? So due to that, the current flowing through the inductor go on increasing slowly. This is for very first cycle only, right? This one is for very first cycle only. Okay, after that, for the continuous cycle, it will be a constant current. It will be a constant current, right? Next, what is a V0? Yes, if you check, V0 is equal to Vs, right? V0 is equal to Vs, and Vt1, Vt2, Vt1 is equal to Vt2 is equal to what? 0 volt, because thyristors are acting as a short circuit. Okay, so from omega t is equal to alpha to pi, V0 is Vs, I0 is, yes, for very first cycle it is increasing slowly, and inductor go on storing the energy, right? So here inductor is storing the energy, right? Next, at omega t is equal to pi, current flowing through the inductor is a constant current, it is a high value. Okay, next, Vt1, Vt2 will be 0. Okay, so during alpha to pi, inductor is storing the energy. Okay, and at the omega t is equal to pi, current flowing through the inductor is I0. Okay, it is a non-zero. Okay, and the positive means what? Current flowing through the inductor is in the downward direction. Okay, next, after pi what will happen? So from omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, for omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, what will happen? Let us discuss. Yes, from pi to pi plus alpha, pi to pi plus alpha. Yes, from pi to pi plus alpha, what is supply voltage? Supply voltage is negative. Yes, if supply voltage is negative, right, the supply source, that is the supply, will try to circulate the current in the, yes, anti-clockwise direction. Okay, but if you check, yes, whether our thyristor, yet we have not applied the gate signal to T3, T4, so definitely those two thyristors will be in the off state. Also thyristor T2 and T1, they will not allow the reverse current. Okay, so that's why these two thyristors will be in the off state only. Okay, but means whether current is not flowing from source to load. Okay, but whether our inductor will allow the sudden change in the current through it from I0 to the 0 ampere, not possible, right? So whatever the energy stored by the inductor, right, during omega t is equal to alpha to pi, inductor will release that energy. Inductor will release that energy through the freewheeling diode, right? Why the inductor is releasing the energy through the freewheeling diode? Because if you check during this interval, right, inductor is having the two paths available to release energy. One is inductor can release the energy through the freewheeling diode. Second one is inductor can release the energy through T2 in opposition to that of the supply voltage T1 and again back to the load. Okay, but inductor will prefer to release the energy through the freewheeling diode, because in this path there is no opposition for releasing the energy, whereas in the path which is in opposition to that of the supply voltage, there is a opposition of supply voltage present. Okay, so therefore inductor will release the energy through the freewheeling diode. Okay, so if you check from omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, yes, freewheeling diode will be in the on state. Freewheeling diode will be in the on state. Okay, so if you check here, FWD, freewheeling diode current, is same as that of the I0, same as that of the I0. And what is I0? I0 is constant, right? I0 is constant, means inductor is maintaining the constant current, because the interval pi to pi plus alpha is very small. Okay, and here we have considered the inductor value sufficiently high so that the current flowing through it will be constant. Okay, current flowing through it will be constant. Next, so what is the V0? If you check, V0 means voltage across these two terminals, right? So what is the voltage between these two terminals? Which is same as that of the voltage across these two terminals, right? Which is equal to voltage across the conducting freewheeling diode. Okay, what is the voltage across diode? conducting diode, it is equal to 0 volt. So that's why V0 is equal to 0 volt. Okay, so from pi to pi plus alpha, if you check, V0 is 0, I0 is constant, and inductor has released the energy. Okay, and what is the VT1 VT2? If you check VT1 VT2, okay, or if we apply the KVL, right, if we apply the KVL, yes, it will be like minus Vs minus Vt1 minus V0 minus Vt2, right, is equal to 0. So we can apply KVL. It is minus Vs minus Vt1 minus V0 minus Vt2 is equal to 0, right. Out of that, V0 is 0, so we can write Vt1 plus Vt2 is equal to Vs, right. But these two are made up of the same material thyristors. Okay, so therefore Vt1 is equal to Vt2 is equal to Vs by 2, right. Voltage will be divided equally, Vs by 2. So here pi to pi plus alpha, Vt1 Vt2 is equal to Vs by 2. Okay, next, from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, what will happen? From omega t is equal to pi plus alpha to 2 pi, pi plus alpha to 2 pi. Yes, what will happen? Let us discuss. For omega t is equal to pi plus alpha to 2 pi. Yes, during pi plus alpha 2 pi, thyristor T3 T4 will be in the on state, right. So T3 and T4 will be in the on state, T1 T2 will be in the off state. Freewheeling diode, it will be also in the off state. Supply voltage here, this is Vs, this voltage is Vt1, right, this voltage is Vt2. Freewheeling diode R, L, I0 and V0. Okay, so yes, now we have applied the gate signal to T3 T4. So what will happen? During pi plus alpha 2 pi, supply voltage is negative, so polarity will be plus here minus here. Current will be flowing from Vs, yes, T3 load, T4 and again back to the Vs. Okay, so now these two are in the on state. Okay, so thyristor, sorry, freewheeling diode will be feeling the reverse voltage, so freewheeling diode will be in the off state. Okay, next, what is the V0? If you apply the KVL, V0 will be equal to same as that of the supply voltage, but it is a positive, right. I0, current is flowing from source to load, right, so therefore inductor is storing the energy, so plus here and minus here. Okay, inductor is storing the energy. Next, so here what is the Vt1 Vt2? If you check Vt1 Vt2, I0 is equal to capital I0, right, Vt1 Vt2, right. So if you apply KVL to this loop, right, can we apply KVL to this loop? Yes, it is like minus Vs minus Vt1, yes, this is short circuit, okay, is equal to 0. So Vt1 is equal to minus Vs. Okay, Vt1 is equal to minus Vs. So from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, V0 is Vs, I0 is constant current, inductor goes on storing the energy, and Vt1 Vt2 is equal to Vs. Are you getting the point? Okay, next, from 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, what will happen? Yes, from 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha. At 2 pi, the current flowing through the inductor is I0, right. At 2 pi, current flowing through the inductor is I0, 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, right. So here if you check, after 2 pi, the supply voltage polarity is reversed, means plus here and minus here. Okay, so supply voltage polarity is reversed. Okay, next, so due to that, these two thyristors will feel the reverse voltage and they will turn off. Okay, but whether our inductor will allow the sudden change in the current from I0 to the 0? No. So whatever the energy stored by the inductor from omega t is equal to pi plus alpha to 2 pi, inductor will release that energy through the freewheeling diode. Okay, so when inductor releases the energy through the freewheeling diode, at that time what is the V0? V0 is equal to 0. V0 is equal to 0 volt, right. I0 is constant current, I0 is constant current. Okay, what is Vt1 Vt2? Yes, all the four switches are in the off state. Okay, so we can write Vt1 is equal to Vt2, or you can apply the KVL, right, you will be getting the answer. is equal to Vs by 2 plus Vs by 2 because Vt1 Vt2 are in the forward bias mode. Okay, so now if you check whatever the pulse from 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, the same is repeating from 0 to alpha, repeating for 0 to alpha, right? Similarly 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, I0 is I0, so same is repeating from 0 to alpha. So for continuous cycle it will be repeating. Are you getting the point? Okay, so the advantage of the freewheeling diode, right, means the negative pulse in the V0, yes, it will not be present here, whereas in the RL load it will be present, right, it was present. Okay, so it will cause the improvement in the V0 average. Okay, so this is about the circuit operation of RL load with freewheeling diode. In the next video we are going to derive the expressions for this circuit. Thank you.